joining us to discuss the very latest from Ukraine is CNN military analyst and retired Air Force Colonel Cedric Leighton. Colonel Leighton, always great to have you on. Appreciate you being up bright and early for us. You said just weeks ago that you were concerned about weapon shortages in Ukraine. Congress just passed this new defense bill. It includes $800 million in aid for Ukraine. It allows the U.S. government to pay industry to produce weapons. It expedites delivery of munitions and replenishes U.S. weapons stockpiles. Does that aid go far enough?
Well, Boris, good morning. I'm not sure it really does, because what we're looking at is time. Yes, the quantities sound great. It sounds like the quantity itself will be at least somewhat sufficient to take care of what the Ukrainians need, especially if it's the right kind of weapons. But we need to absolutely make sure, and I know the bill has provisions in it that look at the speed at which things are delivered as well, but we need to make absolutely sure that the weapon systems that are earmarked for Ukraine actually get to Ukraine and see the battlefield so that they can be effective.
And Colonel, let's talk about the Patriot missile defense system. CNN is reporting that the Biden administration is finalizing plans to send it to Ukraine. How exactly is this going to help the Ukrainian forces?
So I think, Boris, what we need to do is think about the air defense system as a series of layers. What Ukraine right now has is basically the first 2 or 3 layers of a workable integrated air defense system. The Patriot missile system is designed to provide that 4th and final layer in terms of altitude and distance that it can be used at. So this would be something like developing a system somewhat similar to what the Israelis have with the Iron Dome. And what it does is it uses the technology of the Patriot system plus the technologies of the systems that are already there to give the Ukrainians a much better chance at taking out the missiles that are striking their target. And of course, it also works against drones and manned aircraft should that be needed as well.
So would this further help move momentum toward Ukraine at this point in the conflict?
Yes, I think it would, because what the Patriot would do is it would allow for the Ukrainians to protect more of their targets, more of the areas, say, around Kyiv or Kharkiv, the major cities, the military installations, their critical infrastructure installations, and would allow them to target more of the incoming missiles. They've done a great job. Like yesterday's missile strikes included 76 missiles, 60 of them were shot down, according to the Ukrainians. That's a pretty good track record, but those 16 that got through still did a lot of damage, and you want to get those remaining 16, and that's the kind of thing that will help the Ukrainians. And once you do that, once you protect those target areas, then it makes it much harder for the Russians to achieve their tactical and strategic goals.
Colonel Leighton, while we have you, there was another aspect of that massive defense spending bill that I wanted to ask you about. It includes an end to the military's COVID vaccine mandate. I'm wondering if you think ending the mandate was the right move.
It's not the right move, Boris, and here's why. The vaccine mandate, we should take all the politics out of this. What it is a very clear readiness issue. And when it comes to vaccines, all of us in the military have been vaccinated for all kinds of things, everything from measles all the way up to anthrax. And depending on when you served, you got specific vaccines for malaria, for other things like that. So these vaccines are needed in order to keep the military at its most effective. With a virus like COVID-19, it not only mutates, but it becomes part of the permanent infrastructure of diseases around the world. And when you deploy people, if they're not immunized against these diseases, it can render them mission incapable and mission ineffective. And that becomes a critical readiness issue for the U.S. and frankly for our allies as well.
Colonel Cedric Leighton, appreciate the time as always, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too, Boris. Thanks so much.